Hi, everybody. It's Professional High Priestess. I wasn't planning to get online today, and I need to do this really quick. But I just wanted to tell you that something I started because I had did some research last night because I'm gonna go ahead and like pull these things up, and I found a few things people see forward this that we've been bringing up regarding Wisconsin. So let me stop. By the way, I would say that really major, some kind of lost something. Um, Let me see, like Lars something. He got killed. He's one of the men that has a list of all the kids that they've ever switched on planet Earth. So let's see. Right. And now you see why these bitches are so hellbent to play. That's the type of shit that they wanted to go do. Yeah, this one, Lasberg Hagen, this one. Okay. This is another page that's like blasting people and exposing deaths. Let's not go further because they're playing with like my data and stuff like that. And I've never had that like issue. So one of the first things first, sorry. So one of the first things first is I was last night, right? So I came to get some of these documents about like false LLC filings, but this is the one that's like the biggest problem, right? So somebody that's affiliated with me, this is their lawyer. Okay, this is the law firm that their lawyer works at. Kramer. Okay, after talks to Hillary and Kramer, what happened in Oakland? Okay, do you know Kramer's also in Erklankel? He meets his mom. Yeah, and their family got caught in Michigan. That's the one I'm talking about, where they would do like parties with these whites that come down to like Lake Michigan. It's like up. It's like, yeah, like almost 100 miles like outside of Chicago. Like, you know where the port is? Like up. So you go up and it's like right there, like 60 to 100 miles outside of Chicago. So one of the things here is they don't know that people know that, and a lot of people call the police on their family. So that's one of the things, right? That this is his lawyer, but this is where they have like several LLC filings for another business. And I said, okay, what's all this was like LLCs and how shit going on, right? So I started looking into this. Okay, because this is the another fake LLC. A lot of you guys are going to be looking into LLCs and who's your registered agent. And okay, as a registered agent, this business, but who told you to register this? Because what's happening is a lot of us are going through like cases for divorce, and your ex-husband hid all of the money in an LLC, and then to go open a bank account or a business where they put it in there like, oh, I said I had a trucking business or a chemical business, so that's why I had to have all this money on hand and stuff like that, right? After stealing 3 trucks in the cartel. So like one of the trucks filled with computers, but that didn't really work. So now they're looking for me to change up the computer and say, oh, Daisy and Leon built this technology so you can take stolen Apple products and open them up, which is what they started in the UK. And no, we don't, because I actually don't fuck with Apple. I have like an old ass Samsung, so that died like early on, right? I haven't had a like the last iPhone that I had was like it was 2020 when this was still going on, but it was like the old iPhone and it was like half the size of my hand. So it was like really tiny, and I used it because like I was doing like a lot of my business. So I needed this phone and that phone, and I was like doing a lot, right? Streaming, da 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 da. That's the last time I had an iPhone. It was iPhone 7. Thank you. I don't play in that at all. Right. So I said, okay, let me look into this. And I Googled, somebody's about to get killed over this. I need 3 Hellcats to come out of that impound. I need 8 hood niggas out of jail now. I need 3 high priestesses identified so their families know who killed them. I need 2 bodies pulled out of the morgue and put into Cheong immediately. And I need 3 diving teams. I'm still rapping about this. You saw me turn around like, just love mom, maybe. I just there's mommy and baby and more baby, and there's always love for mommy and more and more and more. And love and love. So oh, and something with a bunch of Nocta jackets or things that look like Nocta. Oh, we can say this is Nocta, but I know this is from like Burlington though. Wow, they wanted sewing all night, like Nocta stuff into. Like, I told my grandma to do that. Or why can't we do this where you iron it on? Because look, it's a down jacket. It won't go. It'll melt. So now what's happening here, right? Is oh well, like 144, like oh. So now what ended up happening here was when I said 909 was gonna come up, right? Yeah, you did. Thank you. Another friend of Papacito's dad is online. He's just watching for his best friend. So I Googled the address and I said, oh, 707, not like Ashley's brother that got killed in the 707 Vallejo, or this whole talk about Dominic and Alan playing games with Lynch's family and starting hella shit on the computer, right? In Florida, you know them. So you know that Park One, Florida. I was like, okay, Park One, Florida. What do they do here? They have a parking garage where you can do long-term parking or like street parking. That's their business, and it's right here. So they've been the ones stealing everyone's luxury car and reselling it. Oh, yeah, another one of their LLCs. Ooh. And this one is more messy, more messy. Yeah, that's his other name. God, I see. So if you find that one business in this one, right? And then you Google this one, like, oh, he's the registered agent. Okay, that's his law firm. But they do that sometimes. Like the law firm will use their acting to do that. So that's what's currently going on right now with a bunch of people that were playing games. Here, let me help you. And stop having sex with your son and telling people he has autism. Priya Sinha. Yeah, everyone knows what you're doing. Because if your brother looks like that and you kind of seem normal, then you're doing something even worse than him. Now I see ear clunker surgeries in India. So now just be careful with me. Good. Right. And there was a reason why she was so gung ho because she thought that that was going to go all under. And she was like, get this and start this and do this and do that. Done. Right. And that's why you got charged. And that's why you got hit like that. Good. And that's why you got hit like that again. He's in your face. So then what's happening here was like I was looking this all up and I said, oh, okay, good. Okay, good. I just turned off like several Akasha operations, so that means like their whole planet's going to going through until they stop. Because that's pretty like, oh, okay, well, we got rid of all them. Like, ooh, well, we promised them this and this and that. Okay, well, I just thought I was going to get to the planet and then I would have you on top of body, and people will say that, oh, I was a priestess now. No melanin, a bunch of bullshit hiding in like the sewer for the planet. Good, another one. Okay, thank you. And 3 cars just found. That's enough. Right. And then also to like technology, SMS valet and a bunch of stuff. Also, that's how they got into my phone when I went to Florida, because I used their valet. And then they kept my number, and then that's how they got into my crypto account. Got big. Oh, my two-step authentication. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh. So then I started Googling. I said, oh, he must know Adam, Laura's ex-husband. You guys know Laura. She used to work in pharmacy, the blonde one. And she has a twin sister. They're from LA. Yeah, the Steiner sisters. Yeah, I seen every year clinical. I just felt bad because I was like, I see you guys have you were talking about So what ended up happening was Laura like, used to get readings from me, not like that though. Like, oh, we used to talk. She would like send me like funds, like, oh, here, Daisy's a gift and stuff like that. She was more like, oh, like, I'm an older woman and you're like exciting and fun. I just want to show you that I'm like happy, you know, like that type of thing. We would go to like the salt caves. Who also that man has a list of all those children. Because how did he build that salt cave and where did he get all that pink Himalayan salt to like build it into a room? And yeah, Daisy, I remember we drove past Drake Law and you looked at it and I looked at it, but we didn't say anything. A company called like Lemon Law in LA. Turn this the fuck off because I can get you hit. So there's like Lemon Law and stuff like that. So a little birdie told me, where did you get that Hellcat? No, this nigga's driving around LA, some high priest tells his Hellcat. And they're using it for promo, and it's like wrapped like lime green. Adam's weird. And then put their family in jail, starting hella drama. Like, oh, well, they have a farm. So I was talking to Laura, and da 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 da, and it's all recorded, right? So let me just pull this up just so that you know, because I sent this to her. Recording of her that's going to be used in court, where she starts saying, "But I was wondering, like, why Adam is going to Florida so often, and I'm wondering what he's doing over there, like going back and forth." I was like, "Oh, I told you that he's having an affair with your best friend, your fake one, Reina. Everyone knows Reina in the Spanish community. Oh, she works in pharmaceuticals. She plays with Martha." So what ended up happening here was they got a divorce. Da, 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 da. Adam doesn't want to pay her alimony, and that's why this is coming up. Only 10 million, 12 million, just give it to her. You have hella money that you stole from the cartel. And this is where it's coming up, being greedy and starting shit is to keep on opening more portals and more holes. And if somebody sees this, it's going to get everybody out of jail, though. That's the entire point. But let these 6 come out, because I saw you there that night and 3 females went missing, and that's why you put me in jail. These 6 high priests are going to get 980 people hit within 4 days of them getting out of jail. So what ended up happening? So what ended up happening? I said, "Oh, Laura, your husband Adam. I haven't talked to Laura in a while because I saw her in the virtual reality. So you guys are playing games." She, somebody reached out to her like, "Oh, I want to tell you about Daisy. Stay away. Da, da, da. This is why your case is going like this and that." Stephanie was doing quote unquote readings. Nah, Adam's sister paid Stephanie after playing with Chiang at that Thai restaurant in Laura's apartment, starting hella shit, causing hella drama, and then went to go ahead and play with Laura in tarot cards and make fake readings and start a bunch of drama to play with her alimony case. Gave it to the judge behind the scenes, and that's not even her doing that. And so what if she paid for a tarot reading to see? You have cameras in her house, her phone is tapped. While I was doing the Zoom reading with Laura, her husband starts tapping the Zoom on our computer. Everything starts shaking up and shit starts going crazy. She has to reset her phone. We have to get back online. That call got 4 people fucking arrested. And in it, she's like, "Oh, Daisy, I can give you Adam's private plane log where you can see what he's been doing, where he's been going, why he's going back and forth to Florida." Like there was one day that he just went overnight to Hawaii, and then he came right back after robbing all the Hawaii islands, 2 of them, and then snatching a high priestess from another one. Right? So let me just pull this up because they don't know that we have this. Like, oh, it's a joke. They don't have this. Because you're gonna have to explain to the judge though, like, so what are your intentions though? Right? I didn't know I was like a disgusting white man and my dick is like 2 inches and I'm like playing games. So something just told me, let me just Google Adam's work. I found all his LLCs. You know, Laura's happy. This is what she loves.